What's up, guys? Hey, Jerry Green here. You know, one of the things I get asked all the time is they'll say, okay, Jerry, look, I know you're doing your real estate business virtually. So you guys understand on that. Basically, we do 95% of our deals over the phone or some type of video conference or something like that. So almost all our properties are done that way. So about 95% of them are done that way. So one of the big questions that I get though from this is they always say, okay, but how do you know what the condition of that property is? What does it look like? What does it need in repairs? And all these things. That how can you even make an offer if you don't know any of these things? Okay, well, you know, first of all, our offer is based upon some formulas and a range that we work within on things. But the main thing is, once we have that set up, done, the big thing is people want to know is, how do we see this property? And one of the things we do is very simple, is we work with somebody that does inspections, okay? So we actually hire an inspector. Now, the thing about it, the guys, is we're not paying high dollar for inspectors to go out, and we're not spending, you know, $350, $500 on every property. There's no way we could do that on a scalable basis. So what we've done is we've worked it out where we typically will have an inspection done for about $75. Sometimes you can get a little bit less than that, sometimes you can get a little bit more than that. But if you do an average of that, I think that covers somebody on really all ends of things. But it comes down to, if you're going to do that, you have to set up a process that these people will follow. Okay, so your inspectors will follow that. So we've set up a process. So within this process, we actually have it built in place where we run specific ads to attract these people. We have them sign certain agreements on things, whether actually an independent type contractor on things. They don't work directly for us. And then we set it up too, guys, where we have an inspection side of things that they have to follow, an actual inspection report. And then we also have it set up where we require a certain amount of photos. So just kind of give you a quick example. So this is one that we're just working on here recently. And this is actual real deal that we're working on. This is an inspection report. So it just basically follows right along with things. And people, this is a general inspection that they have to go through. As you notice, it's not 100 pages. So that's a beautiful thing about working with the seller this way too, is you don't have a 100-page report. Seller's not freaking out about that. We just get to really the main things of the property, the things that we feel that sort of really the main components, the major components that affect the property and tremendously affect the value. Because we know most things are going to be done anyways, patch painting, stuff like that. But we go through this. So this is a standard inspection. So we go through, there's a whole bunch of questions they have to go through. So, and part of that too, guys, this is really cool. We actually have it set up. These are pictures required for the inspection. So this is something that we found that a lot of investors make a mistake on, is they don't get enough pictures of the property. We require a minimum of 100 photos on each property that comes back to us through the inspection process. So 100 photos, and we actually break it down. You can see on here, it's very detailed. Pictures of the bathrooms, including inside, the tubs, a tub area, the showers, you know, underneath the vanities or anything like that. So they have to take pictures on, they go through and check that off. So it makes it a lot easier on things, so people are not guessing what to take photos of, okay? And once you get somebody to do something like this several times, they become pretty good at it. And then we just go through it, and it's actually asking questions of each area of the property, interior-wise, exterior-wise, on things, the grounds itself, and it just goes through each area of the property, and it becomes a very repeatable process. The cool thing about this, we get these done on each property that we have, and then what happens is the inspection report comes back in, and when it comes back in from the inspector, they submit it, typically to scan it over to us. When this comes back in, it also comes in with a file of photos. So now we have those information. So this allows you to basically be in position, I should say, to basically view the property without you yourself or somebody directly in your office going out to look at every property. So you can view the property without looking at the property in person. So this allows you to be able to do this. It works very well. It's a very systemized approach, and it's scalable. So the cool thing about it, guys, this is something that can be done in any market that you want to work within. You establish your team members, your boots on the ground, and this is the process to go through. So it's basically your eyes and your ears on the ground there to prevent you from having to run around everywhere. So inspection, the report on things, guys, a standardized process, and the photos save you a ton of time, allow you to accomplish a lot more deals this way, and a very systemized approach. So hope this helps and make a difference in your investment career. We'll talk to you later.